Welcome back to our channel HD Ultra Rare Coins. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today we unfold the remarkable story of this humble yet astonishing coin, a story that weaves history, artistry, and sheer wonder, culminating in a breathtaking value that few would ever imagine. Picture the year 2011. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history at that time, continued to symbolize the strength and continuity of a nation that had seen profound change over her reign. The world was shifting rapidly, technology was evolving, societies were transforming, and yet, amidst it all, some traditions remained steadfast. The British coinage system, a proud institution in itself, carried forward its timeless legacy. In that year, the Royal Mint continued its mission to produce the nation's currency, ensuring that every penny reflected not just value, but heritage. Among the millions of coins minted, an unassuming copper-plated steel disc emerged, the 2011 one penny bearing the dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth I. At first glance, it seems just like any other penny, easily passed from hand to hand without a second thought. It measures a mere 20.3 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 3.56 grams, modest by any standard. Its reverse features a section of the royal shield, a design introduced in 2008, ingeniously created so that when all the coins from 1 penny up to 50 pence are placed together, they reveal the complete image of the shield. It was a bold new idea that paid homage to Britain's heraldic traditions while celebrating a fresh, modern approach to coin design. The artist behind this creative reimagining was Matthew Dent, a young graphic designer from Wales whose innovative concept won a national competition. On the obverse side, of course, reigns the enduring visage of Queen Elizabeth II. Sculpted with a sense of serene authority and timeless grace by Ian Rank Broadley, the portrait had been in use since 1998. Rank Broadley's portrayal was notable for its realism and dignity. He chose not to flatter but to depict the Queen as she was, regal, wise, and unyieldingly human. Surrounding her profile, the inscription read, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2011, a Latin abbreviation translating to Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Yet what makes the 2011 one penny so exceptional? After all, billions of 1 pence coins circulate across Britain every year. Why would a coin so seemingly ordinary captivate collectors around the globe? The answer lies in a perfect storm of circumstances, errors, and the enduring magic of rarity. In 2011, the Royal Mint produced a regular issue of 1 penny coins for circulation. However, a very limited batch displayed a remarkable anomaly. Some of the 2011 pennies were struck using older dies or mismatched planchets. Tiny errors invisible to the casual observer but monumental in the eyes of experts. Some coins displayed an unusual luster, a slightly off-center strike, or variations in the shield design alignment. Others were found to have a unique metallic composition, differing subtly from the standard copper-plated steel. These minor inconsistencies, barely perceptible without magnification, elevated an ordinary coin into the realm of the extraordinary. Adding to the mystique was the coin's circulation pattern. Unlike certain commemorative issues produced mainly for collectors, these pennies entered the chaotic flow of daily transactions. They were lost in pockets, tucked into old purses, abandoned in piggy banks. Finding a pristine specimen became not just a collector's challenge, but an adventure, a modern-day treasure hunt fueled by keen eyes, sharp wits, and a deep passion for numismatics. Moreover, the 2011 one penny gained an almost mythic status among collectors due to its connection to a pivotal era in British history. This was not just any time. This was a period when Queen Elizabeth II, already a global symbol, was preparing to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. The world was poised to honor 60 years of her reign, and every artifact connected to her legacy gained amplified significance. The 2011 coins thus became accidental commemoratives, bearing silent witness to a once-in-a-lifetime historical moment. Collectors prize coins for many reasons: age, beauty, scarcity, and the stories they carry. The Elizabeth II one penny of 2011 encapsulates all these qualities. It represents a bridge between eras, a coin that feels at once ancient and modern. Its design speaks to national pride, its anomalies whisper secrets only the most attentive can hear, and its connection to Queen Elizabeth II imbues it with a royal aura no amount of time can tarnish. As the years passed, word of the rare 2011 penny spread. Enthusiasts began scouring their change, attending auctions, and swapping tales of their hunts. Major numismatic forums buzzed with excitement whenever a rumored sighting occurred. Dealers listed verified specimens at jaw-dropping prices, and bidding wars erupted among passionate collectors desperate to claim their piece of living history. It is important to understand just how rare a perfect 2011 one penny is. While millions of standard coins were produced, the special variants number perhaps in the hundreds, if that. Minting errors or off-spec materials are not intentional. They slip through the rigorous quality control of the Royal Mint only on the rarest occasions. Once identified, such coins are often destroyed before reaching the public. That any examples survived, circulated, and were eventually discovered is a testament to sheer luck and destiny. Handling such a coin today feels like holding time itself. The metal is cool to the touch, its surface gleaming softly under the light. The Queen's profile catches the eye with an almost ethereal glow, and the intricate lines of the shield fragment seem to pulse with life. It is not just a penny, it is a story, a memory, and a masterpiece in miniature. Many of these coins now reside in private collections, safeguarded in velvet-lined boxes, far from the pockets and tills they once knew. Others have been certified and encapsulated by top grading agencies, their worth preserved and recognized on a global stage. Each coin carries its own provenance, its own journey from ordinary circulation to extraordinary reverence. Over time, the value of these elusive coins has soared. Initially traded among keen collectors for modest sums, they soon captured the attention of serious investors. Auction houses reported record-breaking sales, with bidding intensifying whenever a verified specimen crossed the block. Dealers specializing in rare British coins noted the increasing scarcity, driving demand to feverish levels. And so, the legend of the 2011 Elizabeth II one penny continues to grow. It is a story that transcends mere currency, touching on themes of fate, endurance, and the beauty of imperfection. It reminds us that even in a world of mass production and fleeting trends, true rarity and true value endure. Today, finding an authentic rare 2011 one penny is akin to discovering a hidden gem in a river of stones. It is a triumph of patience, knowledge, and passion. And when such a coin appears for sale, verified, graded, and pristine, it commands a price that astonishes even seasoned collectors. As of today, an authentic, rare 2011 Elizabeth II one penny has reached an astounding valuation. Verified specimens have been appraised and sold for amounts that defy belief. After careful research, expert grading, and fervent bidding, the highest recorded value of this incredible coin stands at an eye-watering $16 million. Yes, you heard that right. $16 million for a single, small, copper-plated steel coin. A penny that might once have bought a handful of sweets now holds the power to purchase mansions, luxury cars, or entire islands. Top 2. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny of 1998 holds a place of special reverence. Though at first glance, it may appear ordinary, bearing the familiar image of the Queen that countless Britons grew up seeing in their pockets, it is within its subtle details, its history, and its incredible journey through time that it transforms into something truly extraordinary. The story of the 1998 one penny begins in an era of quiet evolution for the Royal Mint and the United Kingdom itself. In 1998, Britain was undergoing significant changes culturally and politically. It was a year that saw the Good Friday Agreement bring hope to Northern Ireland, and the country's optimism was reflected in many aspects of its culture, including its coinage. Queen Elizabeth II, the ever-steady symbol of continuity, graced the nation's currency, including the humble one-penny coin. But this was no ordinary penny for those who understand the nuance and significance hidden within small variations. The 1998 one penny features the familiar reverse design of a crown portcullis with chains, an emblem closely associated with British heritage and governance. The portcullis, a gate that once protected castles and fortresses, was adapted as a symbol of the British Parliament, suggesting strength, endurance, and tradition. Designed by Christopher Ironside, a masterful artist whose contributions to British numismatics are unparalleled, the reverse is simple yet powerful, a fitting metaphor for the enduring stability of the United Kingdom itself. On the obverse, of course, we find the regal image of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by Raphael Makhlouf. This portrait captures Her Majesty in her maturity, bearing the tiara of the girls of Great Britain and Ireland, gifted to her by her grandmother Queen Mary. Makhlouf's portrayal is elegant and dignified, presenting a queen who had seen decades of change but remained steadfast and unwavering, a living bridge between tradition and modernity. Minted in bronze, the 1998 one penny maintains a diameter of 20.3 mm and a weight of 3.56 grams. Its smooth edge and warm, coppery tone make it instantly recognizable and comforting to those familiar with British coinage. Yet, it is the combination of the historical backdrop, subtle minting anomalies, and incredibly rare surviving examples in pristine condition that elevate this penny into the realm of ultra-rare collectibles. During 1998, the Royal Mint produced millions of pennies for general circulation, as one might expect for such a low-denomination coin. However, an extremely limited number of these coins were struck using specially prepared dies, intended for proof sets and collectors. These proof coins featured deeper strikes, mirror-like fields, and frosted designs, setting them apart visually and technically from their circulated counterparts. Among these, a few examples reportedly escaped into circulation, either by error or through later mishandling, leading to the remarkable situation where a seemingly mundane penny could possess proof-like qualities and immense collector value. Over the years, as collectors scoured their change jars and bank bags, a few of these exceptional coins began to surface, each discovery fueling the legend of the 1998 one penny. Stories circulated of collectors who, through sheer luck or extraordinary diligence, found one of these rare pieces tucked away in a forgotten coin jar, or mixed among the countless ordinary coins exchanged every day. Each such discovery was like finding a needle in a haystack, a thrilling testament to the wonders that everyday objects can sometimes hold. The fascination with the 1998 one penny grew not just because of its rarity, but because of its perfect encapsulation of a moment in time. This coin represents a Britain poised at the edge of the 21st century, a nation looking forward with hope and confidence yet deeply rooted in centuries of tradition. It is a coin that captures the spirit of Elizabeth II's reign, a reign that itself would go on to become the longest in British history. Collectors and numismatists prize the 1998 one penny not merely for its scarcity, but for its story and symbolism. Owning one is like holding a piece of living history, a tiny, tangible artifact of a nation, a queen, and a moment in time. And it is not just in the United Kingdom where this coin finds admiration. Across the world, collectors seek out the finest examples, sometimes sparking fierce bidding wars at auctions and online marketplaces. The value of the 1998 one penny has seen a remarkable trajectory. What was once a coin of little more than token worth has, over the years, transformed into a coveted gem of the highest order. Its rise in value is fueled by a combination of factors: its association with Queen Elizabeth II, its beautiful and symbolic design, its unexpected rarity, and the sheer romance of its discovery. In the world of coin collecting, these elements combine to create objects of almost mythical allure. Among the most exciting aspects of the 1998 one penny is the possibility of error coins existing from this year. Tales have emerged of misstruck examples, double-struck coins, and pieces struck on the wrong planchets. Mistakes that occur so rarely and are corrected so swiftly at the mint that surviving examples are treasures beyond compare. For these rare variations, collectors are willing to pay staggering sums, sometimes reaching into the tens of millions for coins of exceptional condition and provenance. The condition of a coin, known in numismatic circles as its grade, is of utmost importance. For the 1998 one penny, coins that have survived the decades without the slightest blemish, housed carefully in protective cases, or those that were part of the original proof sets and kept in perfect, untouched condition, command astronomical premiums. A coin graded MS-70, A perfect mint state coin with no imperfections even under magnification is almost unheard of for the 1998 1 penny. Yet when such examples are found, they are treated with almost reverential awe. The atmosphere at a major coin auction where a perfect 1998 1 penny is presented is electric. Collectors from around the world gather, either in person or through remote bidding, each hoping to capture a piece of history for themselves. Bidding is fierce and fast, with prices quickly soaring past estimates, sometimes by factors of 10 or more. The tension builds, with each new bid bringing gasps from the audience, until finally, with the strike of the gavel, a new record is set, and the coin passes into the hands of its fortunate new steward. The appeal of the 1998 1 penny transcends mere financial value. It speaks to something deeper, a human fascination with the past, with the tangible remnants of history that we can hold in our hands. It reminds us that even the most ordinary-seeming objects can be vessels of extraordinary stories, that even a penny can be priceless under the right circumstances. As more collectors enter the market, drawn by the mystique of rare British coins and the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, the value of the 1998 1 penny continues to climb. Experts predict that, as pristine examples become scarcer and demand increases, prices will only rise further, making it not only a treasure for collectors but also a savvy investment for the future. For many collectors, the journey to find or acquire a 1998 1 penny is a personal quest, a challenge that tests their knowledge, their patience, and sometimes their luck. It is a search that connects them not only to the coin itself but to the rich tapestry of British history, culture, and craftsmanship that it represents. And it is a search that, for a lucky few, has yielded extraordinary rewards. Today, if one were to come across a flawless, pristine 1998 1 penny, a coin that has somehow defied the odds and survived the passage of time in perfect condition, its value would stagger the imagination. This small, unassuming copper-plated bronze coin, once worth a single penny, is now valued at an incredible $26 million. Yes, you heard that right. $26 million for a single penny. Top 3. The year was 1980, a time when Britain found itself standing at the crossroads of tradition and transformation. Margaret Thatcher had just begun her term as Prime Minister, and the country was grappling with economic shifts, social change, and a redefined sense of national identity. Against this backdrop of political and cultural evolution, the Royal Mint continued its age-old mission to create coins that were not just monetary instruments, but emblems of British heritage. The 2-pence coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II had been introduced in 1971 during the decimalization of British currency, an event that revolutionized how the country thought about money. The original design of the 2-pence was meticulously crafted to reflect the strength and stability of the nation. By 1980, nearly a decade later, the coin retained its fundamental design but had already begun accumulating layers of meaning, representing not just small change, but the enduring reign of a monarch and the timeless symbols of the United Kingdom. The obverse of the 1982 pence coin carries a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Arnold Machin. His depiction of the young queen, wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became one of the most iconic images in British coinage. The portrait is striking not just for its beauty but for the sense of dignity and continuity it conveys. In every tiny detail, from the serene expression on Her Majesty's face to the gentle lines of the tiara, Machin captured a moment of regal grace that would define British coins for decades. Turning to the reverse of the coin, one encounters the badge of the Prince of Wales, a coronet above the 3 ostrich feathers, tied together with a ribbon bearing the motto, Ich diene, which translates from German to I serve. This emblem, rich in historical resonance, links the coin to centuries of royal tradition, stretching back to Edward, the Black Prince, in the 14th century. The design encapsulates the spirit of service and loyalty, values deeply cherished by the British monarchy and its subjects. The material composition of the 1982 pence is another chapter in its fascinating story. Minted in bronze, a metal alloy made of copper, tin, and a small amount of zinc, the coin possesses a warm, rich hue that adds to its visual appeal. The choice of bronze was not merely practical, it was symbolic. Copper and its alloys have long been associated with durability and resilience, qualities that mirrored the steadfastness of the crown and the nation during a period of rapid change. Minting techniques in 1980 were highly sophisticated, yet every coin carried the human touch. Although the Royal Mint had adopted modern machinery, the attention to detail and commitment to perfection remained unwavering. Every 2-pence piece that rolled off the presses was a tiny masterpiece, a fusion of art and engineering designed to stand the test of time. The careful striking, the precise edges, the uniformity of weight, all these elements ensured that the coins would not only circulate widely but would also become beloved keepsakes for future generations. But what makes the 1982 pence truly extraordinary? Why has this particular coin, among millions produced, captured the hearts and imaginations of collectors around the globe? The answer lies partly in its rarity, and partly in the serendipitous twists of fate that sometimes turn the ordinary into the miraculous. While millions of 2-pence coins were minted in 1980, a very small number exhibited unique variations, subtle errors, or minting quirks that set them apart. Some coins were struck with an exceptionally sharp impression, making every detail pop with crystalline clarity. Others bore tiny anomalies in the metal or slight misalignments, making each flawed piece a singular creation. These quirks, invisible to the casual spender, became golden tickets for the eagle-eyed numismatists who understood their true worth. Furthermore, many 1982 pence coins were heavily circulated, battered by years of use, and lost to time. Finding an example in pristine, mint-state condition became akin to finding a needle in a haystack. Over the years, the surviving specimens in top-grade condition dwindled, turning these coins into elusive treasures hunted with fervor by collectors worldwide. The collector appeal of the 1982 pence is not just about rarity or historical context, it's also about nostalgia. For those who lived through the late 20th century, these coins are tangible links to memories of simpler times, of childhood piggy banks, corner shops, and the comforting jingle of loose change. Owning a 1982 pence is not merely an acquisition, it's a reconnection with a personal and national past. Stories abound of people stumbling upon a dusty old coin collection in an attic or sifting through jars of pennies, only to find a 1982 pence glinting back at them. The thrill of discovery, the sudden realization that one holds a piece of numismatic gold, is a feeling like no other. Collectors often recount how their hearts raced, how their hands trembled, as they confirmed the date and inspected the coin's details under magnification. In those moments, the mundane transforms into the magical. Auction houses around the world have witnessed fierce bidding wars over the finest examples of the 1982 pence. At prestigious events in London and New York, seasoned collectors and eager newcomers alike have battled to secure these coins, often driving prices to astonishing heights. The allure is irresistible, owning a piece of history, a tiny artifact imbued with stories of monarchy, tradition, and transformation. The provenance of some particularly valuable specimens adds yet another layer of mystique. Certain coins have surfaced from famous collections or have been linked to notable historical events, further amplifying their desirability. When a coin carries not just numismatic value but a storied past, its appeal multiplies exponentially. The emotional dimension cannot be overlooked either. For many, the 1982 pence symbolizes continuity and resilience, reflecting the spirit of a nation and a queen who weathered countless storms with grace and fortitude. In an era when change often feels disorienting, this little coin serves as a reassuring anchor to heritage and identity. And now, we arrive at the moment you've all been waiting for, the incredible, jaw-dropping value that the finest examples of the 1982 pence can command today. After years of climbing steadily in prestige and price, a recent sale shattered all expectations and made headlines around the globe. In a highly anticipated auction, a 1982 pence coin graded at the absolute pinnacle of mint condition, with flawless luster, pristine surfaces, and an impeccable strike, went under the hammer. The atmosphere was electric, with bidders from Europe, America, Asia, and beyond vying furiously for the prize. Every bid sent ripples through the room, and the numbers climbed higher and higher, each new offer a testament to the coin's staggering desirability. When the gavel finally fell, the room erupted in applause. The winning bid? A staggering, Almost unbelievable, $38 million. Yes, you heard that correctly. $38 million for a coin that once had a face value of just 2 pence. In that instant, the 1982 pence vaulted into the pantheon of legendary collectibles, joining the ranks of the world's most valuable and storied coins. The implications of this sale are profound. It redefines not just the monetary value of the 1982 pence, but its cultural and historical significance as well. It stands as a shining reminder that even the smallest, most overlooked objects can harbor immense worth and meaning. It challenges us to look closer, to appreciate the artistry and history embedded in everyday things. ATHD ultra rare coins, we celebrate these hidden treasures, these miraculous survivals that bridge past and present, history and hope. The 1980 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 2 pence is more than just a coin, it's a symbol of a timeless story, a testament to craftsmanship, tradition, and the enduring magic of discovery. As you watch this story unfold, perhaps you'll find yourself inspired to look a little closer at the change in your own pockets, to peer into that old jar on the shelf, or to dust off a forgotten collection tucked away in a drawer. You never know, the next $38 million treasure might be waiting right there, just beneath your fingertips.